Good afternoon. Madam President, Madam Chancellor, members of the Platform Party, graduates, family and friends. I'm very honored to have the privilege of addressing you at such an important moment in your lives. George Brown College has long enjoyed a strong reputation as Canada's leader in hospitality education, consistently reinforced by the industry, leaders who have attended this college, and I'm sure that the future leaders here today will continue this legacy. You have all worked hard and have gained a wealth of knowledge and ability through your studies here, all of which you should be proud of. These are valuable tools that you can now take into the industry and develop your careers upon. I'm going to go rogue a little bit here. I was told to script this speech. I'm going to take 20 seconds more. I've been told this is the rowdy bunch. This morning we had the culinary team. You're a little more animated, different front of the house, back of the house. Sometimes you just have to wing it. This is a very important. I'm going to talk a lot about our strategies. At the end of the day, you're getting into situations where life calls for improvisation. Like a musician, if you're good in service, you're a good improviser. That's it. I'm going back to the script. On the topic of leadership, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge some of the leaders here at George Brown College. I want to thank Hans Sano, president of George Brown, who has made it very clear that students come first. Also want to acknowledge the Dean for the Centre for Hospitality and Culinary Arts, Lorraine Trotter. Welcome, Lorraine. I know you have the support of the wonderful faculty and staff here at the Centre. I want to take a moment also to thank all the parents, friends, and supporters of our graduates today who are here in the audience. Remember, they're the backbone of why you're here. They helped you to get here. Don't forget them. Many of you have a clear idea or plan of what you will do after you graduate. Whatever you decide to pursue, it's important to have a basic strategy that you can use as a guide and build upon it. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about a strategy that worked well for me as I developed my career. To begin with, it's important first to understand the definition of the word strategy. And I like to define strategy as the management of change. This management involves actions that in many cases involve risk. Whether it be in your personal or professional life, change is the only constant. Why are so many people resistant to change? Perhaps because they know what they have, but they don't know what they'll get, and they worry that it might be less than what they have now. However, change is going to happen whether we like it or not. So learning, or perhaps better said, training to manage change at a young age is a good strategy in any industry, especially the hospitality industry. Many years ago, I realized I had a passion for travel, and the hospitality industry was very attractive to me. I moved around a number of times early in my career to gain valuable experience with Pan Pacific Hotels in Vancouver, as well as Four Seasons Hotels here in Toronto. Surprisingly, I just ran into an ex-colleague here on the Platform Party. Janine, good to see you after 22 years. I headed south to Mexico and immersed myself in the language and culture. There, I found lots of changes to manage and a wealth of learning opportunities. In doing this, I not only welcomed change, I embraced it, and trained myself to be able to move to another city, country, and workplace and hit the ground running. I spent my early years working in food and beverage service, as well as the kitchen. I moved up to the ranks of the hotel business by being very active in operations. Moving from managing change to proactively leading change was a natural continuation of the strategy that's worked well for me. Leading change involves innovation and creativity, two powerful sources that can change the world. I've been living and working now in Panama for the past 16 years. I'm Vice President of Bern Hotels Resorts, a company that has been in constant aggressive growth mode since I arrived to help open the first hotel in our group. I'm responsible for the operations and profitability of 18 companies, including 10 hotel franchises. Proactively managing and leading change is my day-to-day challenge. I also developed the Panama International Hotel School, one of the reasons why I have this great relationship with George Brown. When I first went looking for alliances for my hotel school, I came to George Brown. as I knew the quality that I wanted to achieve in the school was present here. Some of you who had the chance to spend some time in our hotels in Panama have come to know our school and the company behind it. Those of you who came to Panama demonstrated excellent attitude and skills and represented George Brown in an exemplary manner. Thank you once again for your assistance. I've also been pleased to have a number of our Panamanian students continue their studies and practice here in Toronto under the guidance of George Brown. Many thanks to John Walker for helping me building this relationship initially, and to Cindy Govea for ongoing coordination. Many years ago, I adopted 3 basic goals that underpin the strategy that I used to develop my own career. I offer them to you today as examples of what could help you in your careers. Goal number 1, provide excellent service to the customers. Whether you're working the front of the house or the back of the house, the customer is the key element to the success of any business. In hospitality, teamwork in managing quality service is important, and the individuals need to work together collectively to ensure the excellence is strived for and achieved. Yes, occasionally the ball can be dropped, but the recovery actions and timing are paramount to ensuring repeat customers. Good communication amongst the team needs to be in place for this to happen. A positive outgoing service attitude is fundamental to consistently achieving good quality service. Each position has a different focus on how that is achieved, yet the whole team is heading towards the same goal. Goal number 2, continue to develop yourselves through ongoing training and lifelong learning. After finishing school, I was fortunate to work in some very good restaurants and hotels. However, I realized that to move forward, the combination of knowledge and ability was the road to success, and I continued to train and develop myself within the different companies and proactively pursued outside learning opportunities every year. If you are weak in one area, concentrate on improving that. Communication is key, and developing a second, third, fourth, or fifth language will open up doors of opportunity for you. I continue to look for executive education programs that can provide me with an edge in developing the businesses I run. Teams that learn together enjoy collective success, and I encourage this in my company. Lastly, goal number 3, support the company's profitability through responsible cost control. I've always tried to think and act as if I was the owner of the company, asking myself, what is the responsible way to control and protect the assets and the operating supplies and the day-to-day business, my actions and my decisions. Line staff positions can have a big influence on whether a company makes it or breaks it, and instilling pride and ownership amongst the staff is the best way to protect the bottom line as much as possible and protect the jobs in the company. That's the important work that you will start in your journey in this industry. Be responsible with the company's assets and be accountable to your employer who has instilled faith and trust in your abilities. So number 1, focus on the customer. Focus on developing the workforce and developing yourselves, lifelong learning. And lastly, protect the interests of the company. I followed these 3 simple goals in my career and implemented them company-wide when I was in the leadership position to do so. I continue to use them to bring a common direction to a diverse group of service companies. They have helped me manage and lead change by aligning a large group of associates to point their efforts in the same direction. The goals are simple, but consistently achieving them is complex and requires dedication day after day in 24-hour, 7-day-a-week businesses involved with service. Know that you will need to be open to change, manage change, and hopefully be in a position to lead change. So I've become very conscious of the power of strong, distinctive brands and what they do and have done over the years in managing and leading change to bring them to where they are today. I'm involved with a lot of different brands. I've created brands, franchised with brands, and I'd like all of you to think of yourselves, each and every individual, one of you, as a brand. A good brand has personality, protects its name, and builds on its integrity. A good brand develops its product and services and is known for its quality, value, and delivery. A good brand is innovative and creative. A good brand delivers a tangible solution as well as an intangible appeal. So my message to you today is learn to manage and hopefully lead change. And in doing so, develop your own brand essence. What will you be known for? No matter whether you're an associate or as an owner of a business. What tangible solutions will you be able to offer? And what intangible appeal will keep you attractive as a brand? How will you foster your own brand and proactively manage change to reflect the needs of our sector? And my friends, the one last goal I would like to leave with you is to remember to have fun. Because this, my friends, this is one of the most important prerequisites for entering the business. Graduates, I wish you the best of luck in your journey, and I hope to see some of you in Panama in the future. Thank you very much.